everyone, and welcome back to our special broadcast on IFFI 2017. This is Alison bringing to you all the major happenings and small tidbits from this IFFI special on Goa 365. We call it IFFI Jagor. So what happens when an Indian director makes an award-winning film in Hollywood is easy, or are there many challenges? Speaking exclusively to Goa 365 about this and much more was none other than an ace filmmaker, Shekhar Kapoor. He spoke about his Hollywood venture, his views on digital media and much more. Watch it in our segment.
From Bandit Queen, your next film was Elizabeth, okay? And both these films are like stories about concerning a strong individual, a strong female woman. But what was the difference like in the way you like went about directing these two similar yet so different stories?
Different times of history, different stories, and the form is, for me, always form follows content. कहानी क्या है तो फिर अब उसको कैसे portray करें? That forms lighting, that forms costumes, that forms my shots. What is the story? What is the intention? What story am I telling? And then from that content comes. That's why I keep trying to tell different stories.
Okay, so how was the first film, Elizabeth, your first Hollywood production? What did you face any challenges like coming straight from in Bollywood like Mr. India and films like Bandit Queen to a huge Hollywood production starring Oscar winners such as Kate Blanchett?
Every film is a challenge. Every shot is a challenge. If it's not a challenge, you shouldn't be doing it. Every shot you should feel is a challenge, and therefore you have to overcome the challenge and create something new. So of course it's a challenge.
But did you face any challenges adjusting?
No, you just give in to it.
Okay. And so one more question. Today with the advent of digitalization, most directors shoot digital, but there's few directors like Tarantino and Christopher Nolan who are strong advocates of shooting on film. What's your take on the matter?
I think that we should move with technology. I think today digital is as strong as film. Tomorrow it will be better than film. It gives us more variables, it gives us more ideas, gives us more latitude. So I think that we have to move with technology.
Now, who doesn't like listening to stories? But have you ever wondered what the process of storytelling, especially when they are made into films? Speaking about this and a lot more, the very interesting masterclass was a well-known filmmaker, Shekhar Kapoor, in a candid interaction with Hollywood heartthrob Sushant Singh Rajput and the audience at Masterclass. Shekhar Kapoor spoke about his directorial experiences, process of filmmaking and much more. We bring you some snippets. Have a look.
It was a great learning experience for youngsters as director Shekhar Kapoor and actor Sushant Singh Rajput came together for the masterclass at IFFI. The director-actor duo interacted with the audience and gave some very interesting insights.
Is there an access point beyond ourselves? But that's a question I don't know. But is there an access point beyond ourselves? Is creativity all inside my brain? Is it a synapse in that moment when we say we are in the zone? Am I in the zone in my brain? Or am I in a zone that somewhere lies outside in the universe that scientists go to, artists go to, writers go to, poets go to, musicians go to, and one moment something comes, and then it's your hard work. जिस चीज़ में आपने रियाज किया है ना, उसमें आपकी creativity interpreted है. So I wonder. You know, I used to know Amjad Ali Khan. We were in school together. So वो घंटे बैठे रियाज करता है. What are you doing this for? वो उसी रात में आप रियाज कर रहे हैं. Singers, classical singers do that. Poets go mad. Einstein sat, Ramanujan sat for months and months and months working just on his equations. I suspect, but then I don't know. I suspect that they're preparing for that one moment when creativity will come like a flash. And then the thing that they have completely got themselves ready for, what their life is meant for, suddenly they interpret in that language. The language is Riyaz kiya hai, that language.
But I would just like to extend the question again,
Yeah.
because there was this experience that I've had with you while we were doing one scene, trying one scene, and you asked me to show how should I go about it. और मैंने एक तरीके से किया, तो उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि कोई और तरीका है जिससे कर सकते हो, and I did it another way. And then he asked me again, I did it another way. So I actually did the same scene in 3 different ways. And he was like, any other way? I was like, no. Then he asked me that go for the 4th attempt and make sure that you don't use the first 3 methods. So what were you trying to do? Were you trying to tell me that there is a difference between what I know and what I think I know, and I should start with questioning that assumption?
I think what I was doing was trying to push you into a state where you are panicked. कि यार इसको ये नहीं पसंद, इसको ये नहीं पसंद, इसको ये नहीं पसंद, ये कैसा डायरेक्टर है, डायरेक्टर तो अच्छा है, am I not good enough, is he not good enough, do I know what I'm not doing? I was trying to create a sense of panic in your mind, and in that sense of panic, I was trying to create the moment. I'll tell you the story about Bandit Queen. Seema was fast. मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रही थी Bandit Queen कैसे बनाई. I didn't know how to make that film. I usually don't know how to make film. It's true, because if I knew that I would make it, correct. So Seema was a great theatre actress, but she asked me all the right questions. Absolutely all the right questions that a professional actor does. कि भाई उसकी dignity क्या है, उसकी art क्या है, what are the high points, what are the low points. I was saying now she's going to catch me. ये सोचती है कि मैं अच्छा डायरेक्टर हूँ, मैंने मिस इंडिया बनाई, इसको कुछ तो समझ होगी, इसको मालूम पड़ गया कि मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं है, पैनिक. तो मैंने वही किया जो मैं एक्टर्स के साथ करता हूँ. Seema, why don't you write something? No, write 2 pages, 1.5 page, 2 pages. What do you think the character is? And I had no idea yet. ये picture कैसे बनाऊंगा मैं? I had no idea. So Seema went back. 3 days later, she came back and said she wrote something, and I looked. It's very professional, but it's nonsense. अब मैं समझ गया. उसका वो पढ़ते ही मैं समझ गया कि पिक्चर कैसे बनानी है, लेकिन मैं उसको कैसे दे दूँ? तो I said, yeah, no, it's absolute nonsense. And she said, oh, थोड़ी सी आंसू आ गए उसके कि what do you mean? I said, see my can't go on and write 1.5 pages about yourself. Enclose yourself in 1.5 pages. You know Pulin Devi, she's still alive. Enclose yourself, forget Pulin Devi. After 2 days later, she called me and said, how can I write about all myself? I'm a human being, I'm everything. How can I write about myself in 2 pages? So I said, that, how can you write about a character that you don't know, have never met, in 2 pages? In that line, I knew how to make the film. How? Let's just go make the film. Hopefully, if we are, then I called everybody, and I said, listen, there is no right or wrong in the script. There is no right or wrong in creativity. There is only one thing, honesty. And the honesty is not of today, that we are sitting here talking. If you make a film, it's the honesty at the moment when you're making the film. So I promised them, I'll be honest. I promised that my DOP will be honest. We'll be honest to the moment. And then you be honest to the moment. And all these honesties together, hopefully, will create a pattern of few moments of deep, absolute honesty in the film. That's all you need.
With our video journalist Irshad Sheikh in Panji for Goa 365.
Each day we get you different views on IFFI. In this episode, we went about asking what's IFFI for young filmmakers. How does watching so many movies of different genre help them? Are events like these helpful to enhance their creative ability? Let's hear out from aspiring filmmakers.
Many international, national films are screened over here. Especially some message-giving films are there, and we get to know the experience of outer films, like the international films, and even some message-giving films are there. So it's a nice experience to see over that.
So speaking in terms of watching a lot of international films, has it benefited you in any way?
Yeah, just now I've seen a Zer movie, and it was wonderful. The message was really beautiful. It was like on the one song, and he explores the full journey, and it was really a great experience.
Yeah, definitely. Like there was this one movie we watched, Closet Monster. It opened our mind. Basically, it was about a gay child coming out, and so yeah. Out of all the movies we've watched, I think that was the one that helped us.
सो जेन्ना ही फिल्म भितर गेलो तेन्ना खुबशे म्हणजे म्हाका कितें कितें पळोवपाक गावलें व्हडले व्हडले एक्टर्स पळोवपाक गावले आनी पिक्चरां स्पेशली पिक्चरां पळोवपाक गावली जी आमकां केन्ना युट्यूबार सुद्दां पळोवपाक मेळना ती आमकां युपी पळोवपाक गावली आनी खुबशें शिकपाक गावलें ह्या पिक्चरांनी खुबशें कितें पळोवपाक गावलें जे आमकां एक्टर म्हणजे डायरेक्शन खंय दिवपाचें कॅमेरा कसो वर्क करपाचो म्हणजे एक्टींग कशें करपाचें आनी पॅनल वर्क आसता आमचे पळय ते आमचे कितें आसता उलयतात ते भितरल्यान खुबशे शिकोवंक मेळ्ळें कित्याक व्हडले व्हडले डायरेक्टर आपले इंटरव्यू दिवन आपले एक्सपिरियन्स सांगताले.
I am a student of filmmaking, so for young filmmakers like us who learn filmmaking, it's a really good thing because most of the movies, the world cinema, it inspires the students. I mean, they get a lot of things to learn where you can't get in any classes or somewhere. So this the cinema from Germany and all, Western and all, the film is really good. So you get a lot of things to learn. Basically, I'm learning about direction and all, and even I'm doing acting and all. So if you go to see about drama part of the films, then the drama part of the films, if you go to see the acting of the actors in short films, even in Marathi films, some of Marathi films, like Kasav, I just saw it yesterday. It was really good. The emotion was really shown very good. Even world cinema like Western. The character which touches your heart, even films like Secret Ingredient and all, these films, they touch your heart, they give you an inspiration to do something better than what you have done previous.
From playing MS Dhoni to donning the role of Detective Yogesh Bakshi, in so little time, Sushant Singh Rajput has made great impact, not just among his fans, but film critics. After being in the television industry for years, this actor got a big break in Kai Poche. Let's listen in from the actor more about him.
Is that we tell stories all the time. All of us are storytellers. हम लोग एक्टिंग भी हमेशा करते हैं, हमें पता भी नहीं चलता हम कितनी अच्छी एक्टिंग करते हैं. हम कुछ और सोच रहे होते हैं, कुछ और कर रहे होते हैं क्योंकि सामने वाले की कदर होती है, तो हम हमेशा एक्टिंग कर रहे होते हैं. मुझे हमेशा इस चीज़ में प्रॉब्लम रही थी. मुझे समझ में नहीं आता था कि किस तरीके से मैं प्रिटेंड करूं जो मैं फील कर रहा हूं उसे ना कहने के लिए. तो बहुत सालों तक ये चलता रहा और फिर मुझे थोड़ा बहुत आ गया एक्टिंग करना. तो फिर मुझे लगा जब आ ही गया एक्टिंग करना तो फिर पैसे भी ले लेते और एक्टर बन जाते. लेकिन आज तक वो शाइनेस जो है और वो भूख जो है कि इस चीज़ को और कितने अच्छे तरीके से कह सकते हैं और कितने अच्छे तरीके से किसी कहानी को कह सकते हैं, वो गई नहीं है. और इसलिए मैं
would it be correct to say कि आपने एक्टिंग इसलिए चूज़ किया क्योंकि you wanted to play other characters, you wanted to be other people, it's just much easier for you to hide behind other people because you're shy yourself. Would that be correct to say?
Absolutely, and I think it has to do with the first step itself. And when you know that no matter how good you are, how relevant you are standing on so many assumptions, right. You don't take yourself that seriously. And when you don't take yourself that seriously, it is dramatically easier to play anybody else or to at least go for understanding the other character and probably get into the mind and replicate it. But it is absolutely essential for an actor not to take himself seriously.
Sure. But I mean, if we talk about performance art, and while of course you did theatre and everything else and you're in film now and wherever else life will take you from here on because you're actually standing on various assumptions. But आपका जो introduction रहा performance art से, both are dancing. Is that the first way as an artist you began to express yourself? through dance. Would that be correct to say?
Absolutely, because मैं कभी बहुत अच्छे से अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाता था. मैं सोचता कुछ और था, लेकिन जब मैं उसको बोलने जाता था तो मुझे लगता था कि कुछ कमी है इस बात में, और मुझे लगा कि इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. मैं बड़ा अच्छा था, साइंस स्टूडेंट बहुत अच्छा था, इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा था, लेकिन बड़े कह लीजिए कि कोइंसिडेंटली मैंने डांस स्कूल ज्वाइन किया, और जब मैं स्टेज पे था और परफॉर्म कर रहा था, then I could feel that this is a possibility that I can actually communicate, which was the feeling at that point of time, that communication can happen with or without words, because I could feel it. I could see the audience getting affected by what I was doing on stage, and that was the start for sure. And then I thought that let's use the help of words also now. Let's start with theatre.
So let's look at your journey, Sushant. आप academically bright रहे हैं. You went to Delhi College of Engineering, जो इस देश के top engineering schools में माना जाता है. You worked with Barry John. You've done theatre. आपने television किया. आपने फिल्में की. आप दिल्ली से बम्बई आए. This is Shah Rukh Khan's story. That's exactly what it is. Is that a coincidence?
नहीं, उनकी फिल्म का एक डायलॉग भी है कि कभी किसी चीज़ को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे, आपको पता होगा. मैं थोड़ा बेवकूफ़ था और मैंने इस चीज़ को बहुत सीरियसली ले लिया, लेकिन मैं आपको ये कह सकता हूँ कि ये वर्क करता है. अगर आप सच में किसी चीज़ को शिद्दत से चाहते हैं और आपको और किसी से ज़्यादा मतलब नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स you would love fame and you would love to get rich and you would love to have options in your life, but I think if you can just start from there, if something is interesting just to you, it is fine to go for it, and it is fine to dream big, and it is fine to know that no matter what happens, you will still love.
Acclaimed Canadian filmmaker Atom Egoyan has been bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award at IFFI. An accomplished director, writer and producer, Egoyan has made a mark in the mainstream and alternate cinema all over the world.
48th IFFI celebrates Atom Egoyan for his contributions in the world of cinema. Egoyan has directed 15 full-length films, several television episodes and a few shorter pieces. Celebrated as one of the best contemporary filmmakers on the international scene, Egoyan's brilliant depiction of his artistic and flawless scenes is widely appreciated. His debut film Next of Kin won great recognition, but his commercial breakthrough came with the film Exotica in 1994, for which he won a lot of accolades.
I've been invited and I've shown many films at the festival. I've never been able to find the time, and it's so wonderful to be here after so many years and to be receiving this honor. I just wanted to thank you personally for so many years of support, and thank you. And if you do need to rush, because I know that there's some crisis you're attending to, feel free. I do feel that my career, and I am an ambassador 150, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. It's a very privileged position, but I also feel that it was very fortunate that my family decided to move to Canada. I was born in Egypt. We left when I was at a very young age. We moved to the west coast of Canada, and I began to dream of theatre and films. My parents always said that that wasn't a very good career, and so I went to the University of Toronto and studied international relations with the idea of becoming a diplomat. But while I was there was a film club, and I started making short films, and I was seized by an excitement to tell stories. And the country really allowed me that opportunity. I started very small. I was fortunate enough to receive Arts Council grants from the Canada Council, Ontario Arts Council, the BC Cultural Fund. I'm from the province of BC. That's where my family went when we came to Canada. And I'm realizing the more I travel around the world that this is quite unique, that many countries do not have this system of cultural support that has really been enshrined in Canada and has allowed me to have the career I've had, but has also allowed great writers like Margaret Atwood, like Alice Munro, who's a Nobel Prize winning author, certainly great musicians, Leonard Cohen, Neil Young, Joni Mitchell. These are people who have been raised through a system where they were encouraged and were allowed to grow. And even though eventually they were able to find commercial success, they were nurtured through a very unique system. And it's something that I've come to appreciate. I'm very grateful for this, and I'm very grateful also to the world of festivals. My career has really been built up by exposure through festivals. When I was younger, I was traveling to all these festivals and really trying to understand that this is a wonderful way to share my personal stories with the world. And now to be here is very overwhelming.
Our video journalist Irshad Sheikh in Panji for Goa 365.
This year's IFFI has seen a great partnership with Canadian cinema, with the country focus brings some amazing films to the platform. One of them is Meditation Park, the story of a woman on the journey of self-discovery. Speaking about this film was director Meena Shoom.
Happy birthday, dear Glenn. Make a wish, Dad. Morning.
Now, what else are we celebrating today?
Well, we came
from Hong Kong on my birthday to make a better life for our children. None of this would have happened if I hadn't met your mother. I wasn't worthy of you then, and I'm still not worthy of you now. What? What?
Nothing.
Hey, what's the rush, eh?
I want the job. You do?
Well, what's a 60-year-old woman gonna do?
Daddy, you can't forbid her. She's a free woman. Can you tell me how to sell parking space? Okay.
Are you having a midlife crisis?
You see the Bronca? Forodeka.
Put your foot on the pedal, push forward.
Ah! Look at you! How do I stop?
I came as a student. It's lonely. I was scared.
Let me go.
First, we obey our fathers, then our husbands. When they're gone, we obey our sons.
I don't listen to nobody.
And nobody is listening to you either.
I just wanted to say the impetus for the movie, the inspiration for the film, and the character in many ways comes from this idea that we live in a world where many of the citizens feel completely powerless. We can't do anything about the environment, we can't do anything about corporations, and so I want to create a character that indeed was very powerless within a family structure. And if Maria, my lead character, can actually overcome and find liberation, then I'm hoping audiences worldwide will be able to find a little bit of inspiration to carry on.
Speaking on the occasion, Consul General Jordan Reeves thanked the people of Goa for the warmth provided at IFFI. He also said that there's a lot of interesting collaboration in store for India and Canada following this international film festival.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me first say, on behalf of all of our friends up here, and on behalf of the Canadian delegation, Heritage Canada, Telefilm Canada, National Film Board of Canada, all of our talented producers, directors, writers, actors who have been here, a very warm and heartfelt thank you to the organizers of the festival, but also to the people of Goa and Panjim talking with our delegates. It's been an extremely successful week, and I think one of the things that has really impressed a lot of the Canadians who were here for IFFI this year was just the encouragement, the warm welcome, the hospitality, the excitement that everyone here has, not just for IFFI to support the festival, but also the Indian filmmakers and some of the discussions we've had all week. It's been very, very exciting. If you remember, some of you were at a press conference we had at the beginning of the week, and we set out, Canada had a couple of things we wanted to accomplish here. One was, of course, to provide a platform for Canadian films and Canadian artists and filmmakers, and the other was to encourage more collaboration between our two film industries. And I think we have absolutely succeeded in this effect. Just this week, for example, we're going to wrap up with Canada's closing film as part of the official package of 8 films with Meditation Park later today. But we've had fantastic attendance at the screenings. Our delegates have all been very, very happy with that. We had our co-production seminar. As most of you know, Canada and India have an audiovisual co-production treaty under which, and we're really hopeful that in a year or two, we're going to be looking back and we're going to point to IFFI as the genesis of some very successful films and cooperations that came out of the festival this year here. We've had some brilliant master classes. The artistic director of the Toronto International Film Festival, Mr. Cameron Bailey, put on one today. Adam Egoyan, acclaimed Canadian director, will have another master class. I think Craig Mann was here as well and had a master class as well. It was very well attended. We had the Film Bazaar, and Canada was on site with a booth and a number of trade commissioners from our team here in India. And a lot of one-on-one meetings took place, and we're very confident that some contracts and agreements are going to be coming out of that several-day event. And gosh, just before the festival, there are a lot of things here to announce. We've been very busy. Vancouver Film School announced 2 new campuses that they'll be opening in India. And if you recall as well, although Canada is fantastic, we were invited to be country of focus. We were absolutely thrilled. Well, we decided to declare that India would be a country of focus for Canada in the cultural space going forward, and we put more resources and a full-time cultural officer on that job. So we're going to be working full-time from here on out to ensure that these collaborations we've started here at IFFI really do see success.
Our video journalist is Shad Sheikh in Panji.
Keep watching Go 365 to know more from IFFI 2017. This is your news destination. Stay tuned.